Unapata Waislamu wanaita watu kujeni muone miujiza ya Mungu, kujeni muslimu, Allah ndio wa kweli. Sio miujiza, it's not a miracle. I'm here to tell you ya kwamba hiyo ni vitu ambayo inafanywa na majini. Majini ndio wanafanya hivyo vitu. Waislamu wanaamini majini na Waislamu wanafanya kazi na majini. So hawa majini ambao walislimu ndio huwa wanakuja wanaanza kufanya miujiza kama hiyo ya watoto kuzaliwa na jina ya Allah kwa mapaja yao ama kwa uso wao. Something like pilau. If Christians knew what happens when these people are preparing that pilau, you will never eat in the house of a Muslim. Call the Muslims devils, but they are our brothers. But we have to speak the truth. There is nothing that is free. Why can't they come during Christmas time? Have you ever seen a Muslim during Christmas time coming to eat in the church? Wanawake wengi wa Kiislamu wanatumia uchawi sana against one another, na utapata ya kwamba they kill one another using witchcraft. When somebody dies, they are never buried with their entails or whatever is inside of them. So the intestines are flushed, and the entails, the substance that comes out last. I'm talking about the substance that comes out last, because they will never be buried with those things. So they are removed. They have to flush. And the last one that comes clean, that one is preserved in the bottle. And it is mixed with some kind of a fruit. And then it is added in the food.
Hello, a very warm welcome wherever you're watching us from. This is Tales by Nelima. My good name is Edith Nelima, and if you're watching us for the first time, kindly consider subscribing. On our edition today is Pastor Mwaka, who is going to share. Hey, leo kuna vitu moto moto, wacha tu mwenyewe ajiongelele. Karibu mchungaji.
Asante sana. We thank God. Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. I'm here today na nashukuru Bwana kwa sababu nimekuja tena katika hii channel, na najua kwamba siku ya leo tutaweza kuzungumzia mambo mengi sana. Mimi nilikuwa Muislamu, nimezaliwa katika Uislamu, na nitazungumzia sana kwa sababu ya Uislamu. Nimekuwa kwa Uislamu na nimekuja pia nikakuwa kwa Kristo, na kwa hivyo ningali kwa Kristo saa hizi vile tunaongea, kwa sababu mimi ni pastor na niko na kanisa na ubiri.
And kwa before hivyo, maybe you became a pastor that you are right now, maybe people don't know. Pastor Mwaka alikuwa, yani tuseme ni fake pastor. He was once a fake pastor, but today he is here preaching the word of God, the true word of God, na ana expose hizo vitu zote, what happened and all that. So when we do these stories, msione kama tunawaingilia ama we are doing what, but we are just saying the truth.
Yes.
Just continue.
Yeah, I have been there. Just the way you have said, I've been a Muslim, I've been a street boy, I've been a fake pastor, and now I am here again, serving God now in truth. In comparison of the three places I have been, now where I am, I just give God all the glory. So nitaanza kwa kusema ya kwamba Waislamu, kitu cha kwanza ni dini. Uislamu ni dini, na sitaki kwenda kwa mambo mengi sana kwa sababu tunajua sisi wote ya kwamba Waislamu wanaamini nani, na wanaomba Mungu kupitia kwa nabii ambaye ni Muhammad. Na utapata ya kwamba wakati watoto wangali wadogo sana, when the children are still little as 3 years, the moment mtoto anaanza kuelewa kuongea, kwanza kabla mtoto wakati mtoto mama amebeba mtoto kwa tumbo, mara mingi Waislamu wanaweka wanashika mama na Quran kwa tumbo na wanaongea maneno kwa huyo mtoto. Na unapata ya kwamba saa zingine wakati mama ni mjamzito alafu unamwongelesha maneno, it is real, it is actually spiritual because it works. Because Waislamu wakati watoto wao wamekuwa conceived, wakati wanawake wao ni wajawazito, they actually speak to their children while they are still in the womb. Na wanaweka hiyo Quran kwa tumbo na wanaongea maneno ya kwamba wewe mtoto utashika dini, utashika Uislamu na hutawahi wacha Uislamu liwe liwalo. It is like vowing ya kwamba utazaliwa Muislamu na utakufa Muislamu na hakuna vile utawahi wacha Uislamu. So ni kiapo, and you know kiapo ni kitu ambacho ni mbaya sana. Kiapo ni kitu ambacho kinakushika katika maisha yako sana sana. So wakati hata watoto wanazaliwa, the moment wanapozaliwa, wanazaliwa wakiwa Waislamu, wanazaliwa wakiwa Waislamu. Na hawa watoto the moment anaanza kuongea, I've had some cases whereby there are things which happen in this world that are really shocking. Like now I've had cases whereby unapata mtoto alizaliwa na akona alama ya akona maandishi ya Kiarabu kwa ngozi yake. That one I've witnessed so many times. I've witnessed mtoto akona maandishi ya Kiarabu Allah kwa mapaja yake, kwa ngozi yake, kwa uso. That one I have witnessed. So watu wanashangaa, unapata Waislamu wanaita watu kujeni muone miujiza ya Mungu, kujeni muslimu, Allah ndio wa kweli, mnaona, angalieni imefanyika. Saa ingine ng'ombe inazaliwa iko na sana sana mbuzi iko na jina Allah kwa masikio. So wanaita watu kujeni muone, kujeni muangalie miujiza ya Mungu. Sio miujiza, it's not a miracle. I'm here to tell you ya kwamba hiyo ni vitu ambayo inafanywa na majini. Majini ndio wanafanya hivyo vitu, na nitakueleza as we continue. I will explain to you what happens exactly. Ndio hiyo maandishi ya Allah itokee kwa mtoto kama amezaliwa, ama itokee kwa ng'ombe, kwa masikio ya ng'ombe ama mbuzi. It is actually the water spirits, ni majini ndio wanafanya hiyo kitu. Waislamu kila ambacho wanaamini sana, Waislamu wanaamini majini, na Waislamu wanafanya kazi na majini. Na unlike Wakristo ambao tunafukuza majini, Waislamu wao wanakaribisha majini sana, na Waislamu wanafanya kazi na majini kabisa. Na ndio utapata ya kwamba kuna majini ambao walislimu. Ukisoma kwa Qur'an utapata kuna majini ambao walislimu na wakaamini Allah, na ni majini, they are water spirits. So hawa majini ambao walislimu ndio huwa wanakuja, wanaanza kufanya miujiza kama hiyo ya watoto kuzaliwa na jina ya Allah kwa mapaja yao ama kwa uso wao, ama mbuzi kuzaliwa na jina Allah kwa sikio. So unapata ya kwamba wakati huyo mtoto atazaliwa, the moment a child starts speaking, ama the moment that child starts understanding things, anapelekwa madras. Madras is a place whereby mtoto anafundishwa Quran. Anafundishwa Quran, kukariri Quran, na anafundishwa dini sasa. Na utapata ya kwamba anafundishwa, mama ndio anampeana. Mama kwanza lazima aende apeane mtoto wake, na aseme ya kwamba nimepeana huyu mtoto kwenu, muweke dini ndani yake. Na nimempeana hata kama ni kifo, I'm ready, wacha afe kwa sababu ya dini. So unapata ya kwamba wakati mama ameshapeana huyu mtoto, akikuja kwa Uislamu kufundishwa Quran kwa madras, ni kiboko inafanya kazi. Watu hawajawahi jua. They are beaten so that washike Quran. Wanakariri Quran the whole day. Wanakariri hizo verses. Wakikosea kidogo ni kiboko. Analia, anapigwa mpaka aweze kushika Quran by force,
from
by
the
fire.
age of 3 years.
Yes, at the age of 3 years.
And you also went through that?
Yes, I went through that. Na that's why unasikia wanasema ya kwamba the moment Muislamu anakuambia nipatie mtoto wako, and after akiwa 7 years hautawahi mbadilisha, and it is very true. Watoto wa Islamu akifika 7 years you will never change that child. Na ndio utapata, angalia sana, utapata watoto ukienda kama kwa mfano msikiti inapakana na kanisa, ni rahisi sana upate watoto wa Wakristo chungulia kwa milango ya msikiti wanataka kupewa chakula, lakini sio rahisi upate watoto wa Waislamu wanachungulia kwa kanisa. It's not easy. Sababu wanapoenda kufundishwa madrasa, wanafundishwa what we call radicalization. Wanakuwa radicalized such that akiona Mkristo anaona kafiri, na amefundishwa ya kwamba Wakristo ni kafiri. Kwa hivyo ukiona Mkristo kwanza akitaja mambo ya Yesu Kristo, wewe unaona kafiri, unaona adui, unaona mtu, a person that should die. Hivyo ndivyo ilivyo. Na kwa hivyo unapata ya kwamba hao watoto wanakuwa radicalized in such a manner that wakati anakuwa na already, kumbuka, I have already said, akiwa bado kwa tumbo wana dedicate wao kwa Uislamu, they dedicate them to Islam. So unapata akizaliwa they are called born Muslim. Sasa a born Muslim is even better than a person mwenye alislim, because the people who get wenye wao wanaenda wanaslim wanakuwa Waislamu, they are even worse than born Muslim, because actually wao demons, hizo majini ndio zinakuja kuasilimisha. It's not about, sio vitu ya kawaida, ni majini zinakuja kuasilimisha. So hao ndio unaona wako very radical. They are very radical, na hata usipochunga, if you go to some other countries like Pakistan, you speak any word against Islam, you are killed. You are killed and you are forgotten, and people stone you. Hiyo Sharia law is being applied in those countries. So unapata, when I used to be there, what I learned mostly is that we learned that majini sio mbaya. Majini ni viumbe vya Mungu, alafu kuna majini wale walikubali neno la Mungu. So we believe that majini walikubali neno la Mungu na ni wenzetu. And then you can appease them. You can appease this majini na wakuja wakusaidie. Kuna majini wa aina mingi. Kuna majini ambao wanaweza kusaidia ufanye biashara. Kuna majini wa kukulindia property zako. Like huwezi enda kwa msikiti, unaona wakati Waislamu wameingia kwa mosque, alafu anaweka viatu nje. Try to go and take those shoes. Jaribu kuchukua hiyo viatu, unaiba. Utashikiwa hapo na jini. Jini itakufinyia hapo mpaka ushangae. You will never get out. Unaonanga saa nyingine wakati watu wanaiba vitu, kijaribu kuiba vitu ya mtu mwenye ameingia kwa Uislamu vizuri, like ati unabeba TV inakwama kwa mgongo. Unajaribu kwenda kubeba ati mattress inakwama kwa kifua. So hadi uende urudishe, because ni majini inafanya kazi. Yeah, majini they are spirits, but they are spirits ambao zinaweza, I will talk about that one. They are just spirits, but they are called upon some things. Like now vitu vya Waislamu, the majini imeitanishwa na majini. So you find that it's like majini ndio ina own vitu vya Waislamu. Like now in mosque, if you go to any mosque utapata majini wako pale. So you try to go to any mosque, you feel there is a kind of a presence that is unusual. So utapata mostly ni majini. Na utapata saa ingine wanafuga kama sana sana mbuzi, so wanaitanisha hizo mbuzi na majini. So unapata unaona mbuzi, but mbuzi 2-3 hapo ni majini. So try to steal one, unakuwa pinned down. Unapata vitu kama njiwa wanafuga, unapata hizo njiwa ni it's just animals wenye wanapea, ama it's birds ambazo zinatumika kulisha haya majini ya hawa Waislamu. And many other things which they do, and they don't like people to know. So you find that if you are a Muslim, born Muslim, lazima ushike Quran. Hiyo ni lazima. Na wakati unaendelea ukikua, as you grow up now, you start familiarizing with Majini. Alafu unapata hata Waislamu pia wako na pia rosary, although yao hawaiti rosary, but it is like a rosary that they pray, and they as they pray, like Muslim believe that you should pray around 5 times per day. Now unapata ya kwamba if you don't pray and you have to touch, your forehead must touch down on the ground. That is a must, believing that when you die hiyo alama ambayo itatoka kwa uso wako itakuwa torch as you go to hell, to Hades, or wherever they call Ahera. In darkness, it will be a torch that will guide you wherever you are going as when you die. So why I'm here, I want to tell Christians, like now it is true, every slaughterhouse in Kenya there must be a Muslim, because Muslims they cannot eat the meat they have not slaughtered.
Yeah.
So you find that in any slaughterhouse in Kenya, Waislamu ndio wanaongoza hiyo slaughterhouse, wako pale. So lazima waseme bismillah, waseme hiyo dua, and then wachinje huyo mnyama. Na hiyo bismillah na hiyo dua ambayo wanasema, it is actually dedicated to something. It's not the way people think. So the Bible is very clear. It talks to us about food that is offered to idols. We should not eat, we as Christians. But you find that during the slaughter, like recently there was Eid, unapata when they slaughter, most of the food wanapatia wa Kristo, they give to Christians, and Christians are ready to eat this kind of food. And they don't know that especially meat that they have slaughtered, and they have poured blood, and they have spoken the bismillah and the other Arabic words which have dedicated this animal to a certain kind of a supreme power. So you start taking that meat and you go and eat that meat. According to the Bible, you have eaten a meat that is offered to idols. So utapata wale wanakula hii mnyama, they must slim. Like recently you saw somebody showing us that 10 people in Kakamega walislim after kukula hiyo nyama, wakaslimu wakakuwa Waislamu. So it has power. That meat has power. Once you eat it, because they have spoken over that meat, you must become a Muslim, whether you like it or not. So that is about food. But let me talk about Majini. Waislamu, mostly you will hear somebody saying, ukinikosea nitaenda kukusomea Quran kwa kanisa, nitaenda kukusomea dua, something like that. Hiyo dua ambayo unaambiwa anaenda kusoma, they actually are peace water spirits. They are peace water spirits, and they direct the water spirits to you now, whoever has wronged them. And if you don't take care, the water spirits are real, and they are demons. They will actually visit you, and they will have it rough. You will have it rough. It will not be well with you. If you are not a Christian, if you don't take care, if you don't pray, if you don't strengthen yourself by faith, they can even kill. They are so dangerous. They don't joke. They can kill. So what I would like to say is that what I used to see happening, like the food now, sometimes there are things which are very deep, like the food now, like the way they prepare something like pilau. If Christians knew what happens when these people are preparing that pilau, you will never eat in the house of a Muslim. You will never eat, because myself, I know so many things that happens, and there are so many secrets that Muslims don't have, that the Muslims have, that Christians don't know. And mostly you find that because we are hungry and we want to take our hunger to other religion that is giving food freely. Let me tell you, there is nothing free from the devil. You have to pay. Everything that comes from the devil, you have to pay. I don't call the Muslims devils, but they are our brothers. But we have to speak the truth. There is nothing that is free. Why can't they come during Christmas time? Have you ever seen a Muslim during Christmas time coming to eat in the church? Never. You will never see a Muslim anywhere during Christmas or during Easter coming to eat with Christians. You will never see. But how many Christians go to the mosque to get food? How many Christians eat meat that have been slaughtered by these Muslims? So many Christians. And what they don't know is that what the Muslims have discovered is that there is power in food. Food can make an initiation easily. So when you eat especially meat, when you eat meat, kikula nyama, unakuwa initiated haraka sana, katika hiyo maroho za Uislamu, ambapo unapata ya kwamba once you get initiated, lazima ukuwe Muislamu. If you don't become a Muslim and already umekula ile ilichinjwa, ile damu ilimwagwa, umeshakula, it is a matter of time. It's a matter of time your life will start messing up. You won't believe yourself. Your life will start deteriorating slowly by slowly, and before you know, it is because of that meat that you tasted and you have not become what they wanted you to become. So kwao wanasema tunafanya tu upendo, tunachinja watu tukule pamoja, watu wafurahie wakule pamoja. But they know what they are doing. They are not blind, they are not ignorant. They know that they have spoken some words kwa hiyo nyama kabla wachinje huyo mnyama akiwa hai. Wanaweka mkono yake juu ya huyo nyama, wanaongea maneno 2 3 bismillah, then wakishachinja pia wanaongea as the animal inakata roho, they speak some words, some Arabic words which I have forgotten. I wish I could research so that I can speak them here. But as that animal inakata maisha, they speak over that animal as it dies, and then that food unakatiwa nyama, you go and eat, you go and cook and eat. You don't know what the problem you are going to bring to yourself and the problems you are going to bring to your family, because the problem that will come aftermath, you will not be happy about what you will see. So my request is this: try and call a Muslim during Christmas day, akuje kwako akule. Try and call them and see what they will tell you. Try and invite them in your house to come and eat with you. You will see, you will hear what they will tell you. So Muslims are very reserved, very much reserved with their religion and with their secrets. So kila ambacho mostly ambacho nataka watu wajue ni kwamba as Christians believe in the power of the Holy Spirit, Muslims believe in water spirits. They believe kuna majini walislimu na ni majini wangwana na ni majini wazuri tu, wanaweza kukusaidia ufanye biashara, wanaweza kukusaidia maisha yako ikuwe mzuri, kukulindia vitu vyako. So that is what they believe. Na unapata ya kwamba hawa majini, kwa nini wanawake Waislamu wengi wanapitia shida? Ukichunguza sana utapata Waislamu, they believe in marrying more than one wife. They marry up to 4 wives. 4 wives at most. And then they say ya kwamba if you are able to take care of the wives, then you can marry up to 4 wives. Now, the problem here is these 4 wives will never love each other perfectly. So they will have to use the powers they know better to fight one another. And the power that they will engage in is the power of water spirits and sorcery. Wanawake wengi wa Kiislamu wanatumia uchawi sana against one another, na utapata ya kwamba they kill one another using witchcraft.
The women who
so
are married
much.
to one husband.
Yes, yeah, they kill one another so much using witchcraft. Now, about you find the issue of spiritual husbands, it's too much, because water spirits can also sleep with women through dream. They can actually come through dream and commit sexual intercourse with women. You find that there are so many women, Muslim women, who are bleeding. They have blood issues, and the blood issues among the Muslim women is rampant, and it is because of the water spirits. So you find like now, let me talk about how pilau is prepared before I forget. The pilau we know, and God forbid, because I want to speak this one very quickly. The pilau that we know and we eat, especially when it is cooked by Muslims, it is the way it is prepared is not the way as we prepare our pilau. And this thing is there. I witnessed it happening, and this thing, it's a very deep thing, very deep. When somebody dies, they are never buried with their entails or whatever is inside of them. So the intestines are flushed, and the entails, the substance that comes out last. I'm talking about the substance that comes out last, because they will never be buried with those things. So they are removed.
They are never buried with the intestines?
Yes, they are buried with intestines, but they have to remove the whatever. They have to remove the entails, the things that the substances in the intestines. So the last one that comes clean, they have to flush. And the last one that comes clean, that one is preserved in the bottle. And it is mixed with some kind of a fruit. And then it is added in the food. It is added in the food. So these are the things which happens. I don't know if I'm safe, if I may ask. Now, that is some of the rituals that are deadly, actually. The deadly rituals that are practiced by these brothers of ours.
So that intestine, you said it is mixed with what?
It's mixed with a certain kind of plant.
Then it used to do
Then
what?
it is used to prepare pilau.
Pilau.
And by the way, the pilau is very sweet. The pilau is very sweet. Myself, of course, I might have eaten the pilau when I was young, but not now. Now that I know, I can't eat. I'm just talking to people who like taking their stomach to these people to be filled. You don't know what you are eating.
Those who prepare the pilau too, do they eat it?
Yes, it is a ritual. It's a ritual. Actually, it's a kind of a ritual that happens, and that the whole community must accept it is a ritual, that one of us is dead, and that is one way of honoring this person who has departed. It's actually a ritual that nobody else can tell you except Mwaka, because I've been there and I know some of these things. You see? So the issue, the aspect of then we have also some books that are read. These books, not all of them are religious, but there are other books which are occultic. We have religious books, but we have occultic books. Now, with the occultic books, I can't remember the names of these books, but with the occultic books, these ones, you can recite these books. You can recite them. You know, Catholic and Islam is just the same. In the Catholic, they have also those books. I happened to come across one of the occultic book. In Islam, it is there. In Islam, you can never be given that book until you reach a certain age, or you attain a certain level in their religion. But in Catholic, like, I'll talk about that book in Catholic, and I think it is almost the same book that is being used in Islam. Those are books that are occultic actually in nature. So you recite them. There are names of demons also, like we have Maimuna. We have their names. There are so many names of demons, which I can name. There are about 12 kind of demons, and there are Jini Mahaba, Jini Maimuna. We have them. So you recite you recite these books, and you appease these water spirits, and they appear in different forms. They can appear as a snake, they can appear as a bird, they can appear as a person, they can appear as a girl, they can appear as a child. So you are not supposed to fear. You are not supposed to fear. That is why it is very hard for a Muslim to convert, because they have seen things which you have never seen. So you are not supposed to fear. The moment you show fear, the moment you express fear, you can even die. You can even die. So you are not supposed to fear. You are supposed to be courageous and speak to this kind of demon you have called. There are so many demons that I can mention, but next time I will prepare to mention one by one, and I will tell you this demon what he does, this demon what he does. I have them. I have them. But you will tell once it has appeared, then you will talk to the demon and you tell them why you called them. So you say what you want, and if it is hard, the demon will tell you this is hard. Like I used to hear my grandmother saying, the demon has said, they don't call them demon, but I'm using the word demon. They call them by their names actually. But he say the demon, he has said no, it is difficult. Why is he saying it is difficult? And he's a supreme God. Why is he saying so? So you find she was complaining. Then it's like, we thought we are in a place that is more powerful. We thought we are with the gods that are more powerful. Why is this God saying again, they cannot do ABCD? Why? We thought we are in a good place. So she was wondering like that, and she was getting shocked like that. I used to hear her. It is because when this demon appear, you are actually, they will tell you, this one we can do it, this one we cannot do it. So if they tell you they can do it, they will give you instructions to follow. They will tell you, tunaweza kufanya hii, lakini lazima uchinje. Mostly the instruction itaishia kuchinja. That's why unaona hii dini, they like slaughtering so much, killing. That's why you find that ukikosea mtu mwenye ako katika hiyo dini na aseme ngoja utaona, wacha niende kwa msikiti nikusomee Quran, utajua ujui. If they are very serious, they want to eliminate you, they will actually slaughter. They have to slaughter. They have to get that whatever. If it is sana, it's a goat, then they call that goat by your name. Then they slaughter it. If you don't take care, you'll have to die. Unless you are a very prayerful person and you are very strong spiritually. But if you are a very weak, I've seen people dying. I've seen people dying. So this is what happens, and mostly for you to slim, of course, kuna shahada utasema, then you have to go to the madras until you understand the Quran. So the Quran, after you have understood it, it has other books that you also need to read. Like the story of Muhammad, you have to read it. So if you are a lady, you read the story of Muhammad, then you will understand that Muhammad had many wives, including a 12-year. It was a 6-year girl.
Year.
Was it a 9-year or a 6-year girl?
Around there.
Yes, I think there. Then, so that when they tell you that they want to add more wives, you will not have any problem, because you have read and you have understood this is part of us. So you will not bring problem that I don't want, blah, blah. You have understood. So they take you through that, the religion, but then the leaders, they are taken through witchcraft. I call it witchcraft because they are taught how to speak to demons. They are taught how to appease water spirits. They are taught how to do business. They are taught how to protect the property, to protect the compound. It is actually a witchcraft course that they are taken through. So once they have graduated from that course, and you see them being called imam or a sheikh, those are not just people, but they are actually people who are deep into sorcery, very deep, and they are able to do anything. They are able to do anything. They are able to kill. If you blaspheme a Muslim, when they shout, they have the way they shout, then people come. Among those people, there are those who can take a knife, a sword, and slaughter you like a goat, and they won't feel that they have done anything wrong, because they believe that when they are defending their religion, they believe that that God is pleased with them. God is happy. But yet, the Bible says the time will come when those who kill you, they will think they are doing service to God. So when the Bible talks like that, it is talking about this kind of belief, whereby people kill others and they believe they are serving God, that God is happy when they defend their religion. And you find in the last days, the time is coming, we shall have jihad, whereby there is a certain religion that will rise in the last days, and it will be given power, a lot of, and it is coming. Like now, people don't understand. Christians, women, they use family control method. Muslims never use family control method. They don't encourage their women to use any family control method. They give birth. They give birth. So the time is coming. They believe that Muslims are going to occupy the whole world. So that time is coming.
And by the way,
Why
don't they use family planning?
Because they want to occupy, they want to control, they want to occupy the whole world. And it will happen. It will actually happen, because there will be so many, and the others will be very few. So it will force the others to follow their religion. And this is where jihad will emanate from. They will kill others, literally, those who will not follow them. It will happen like that. So when you see this religion, you should never play around with that religion. It is a religion that is preparing so well. As Christians are busy taking pills, family controlling pills and whatever, and contraceptives, these ones are busy giving birth. And the time is coming, they will actually fulfill their purpose. There will be so many, most of the leaders will be Muslims, and the moment the president becomes a Muslim, then that will be the end, because they will change laws. The Sharia laws will come back, whereby if you are found fornicating, you are stoned to death, and so on and so on. So these are things which are happening in the Muslim circle. I don't want to talk about that one. Maybe some other times I will talk about how Muslims will take over the whole world and rule. Of course, it will happen like that, just the way I've said. And Catholic and Muslims will unite to become one thing, for your information. And what I just wanted to clarify is that sometimes if you are a Muslim, the moment you are born a Muslim or you convert into Muslim Islam, you will never again come out of that kind of a religion. It is the end of you. So like these people who we see, the people that we can that we see coming from Muslim, coming back to Christianity, it is by the grace of God. Otherwise, ni ngumu sana Mkristo kutoka, Muislamu kutoka kwa Uislamu akuja kwe Mkristo ama akuja kwe mpagani. Ni ngumu sana, sio rahisi, kwa sababu ya ile maagano, ile viapo wamekula. Like, you know, people don't know, the moment a Muslim eat, before they eat, lazima wakule kiapo. Before they eat any meal, be it breakfast, be it lunch, be it supper, they have to vow, lazima wakule kiapo. Utapata kama chakula imeletwa pale, they don't use spoons, si kama sisi. They use their hands. Lazima achukue chakula kwanza, alishe mwenzake. Achukue chakula, alishe mwenzake, and then anaapa, anakula kiapo that we are Muslims for life. Na huyo achukue, alishe mwenzake. Na huyo achukue, alishe mwenzake. So hiyo viapo, they have been doing it over and over. So it becomes like a bond that has held them together. So these people, there is no day you will ever, however much you preach to them about Jesus, they will never accept Christ unless God comes miraculously and intervenes and you get out. If God will not intervene by his super grace, you will be a Muslim forever. So these are the things which are happening, and many other things. We know they don't hawaweki maiti ati anakaa siku 2-3 kama wengine. These ones, once a person dies, anazikwa kabla jua ijetua. Before the sun goes down, the dead person is already buried. Relatives will come later on when the person is already buried. They don't bury in a coffin. They wanatumia sanda. Wao wanazika mtu na sanda, just the way Jesus Christ was buried. They actually believe the Bible partly. So most of the things they are practicing, if you follow the Bible, you will find those things are there, but they don't believe in Christ. They don't believe in Christ. So Muslims
maybe
are
what
not
is the
like,
reason behind that, burying someone that's so fast?
yeah, they follow the Hebrew, the culture, the Hebrew culture in the Bible. You know, in the Hebrew culture, like when Jesus died, before the sun went down, he was taken from the grave and buried immediately the same day. So like there is no things like mourning in the Islam. They don't mourn for the dead, not like any other.
The coffin?
Pardon?
The coffins.
You know, Muslims are against the what we call Western culture. Most of the Western culture is enmity to Muslims. Like they don't use tissues. They say that is a Western culture. They don't use spoons. They say it's a Western culture. They don't bury people using a coffin. They say that is a Western. It is things that were brought by the Western culture.
But there are some Muslims in the West too.
Yes, they are there. They have no problem going to America and working there. They have no problem. As long as you go to America, you remain a Muslim. You remain a Muslim. Muslims don't even have furniture. Most of a true Muslim, you will never find furniture in his house. They sit down on a mat. You will never find furniture that they are on a sofa set, sitting on a sofa set, nothing like that. They sit on a mat. Food is brought on a mat and put there. They share food using their hands. They just eat using their hands. Those are staunch Muslims. But the other Muslims are just people from Kisumu and Western who are just trying to copy Muslim. But if you see somebody saying they are Muslim and they are using spoon, those are not true Muslims. They are fake Muslims. We have also fake Muslims. Yeah, fake Muslims are there. Because by the way, Muslims are most generous people, for your information. If I used to be in Tanzania. I was in Tanzania for some times, and I had challenges here and there in Tanzania there, and I found a brother there, and he told me, do you know what, take this, chukua hii joho la Waislamu, vaa na weke kilemba na wende kwa hiyo msikiti utakula. And actually nilivaa kilemba and nikavaa joho ya white, and I went and I told panga laini pale, and I ate. Yet I'm not a Muslim. And I ate and I came out. So they are generous. They believe in generosity. Those days I was not I was not converted to a true Christian actually. So I ate. I came to understand why they give food freely, because most of their food is dedicated. So if you eat, they believe you can eat that food and become an Islam. Yeah. They say we don't know. Mambo ya Allah ni mengi. Anaweza kula na aslimu. So their food is dedicated to.
So that's the main reason.
Yeah.
Give you food.
Yeah. They are actually generous. They don't deny anybody food. Today, if you go to any mosque, you will eat. But tell me any church that you can go and find food. Never.
Okay, so I just have a question. Like most Muslims, they're humble. Like they're always down to earth. But why are they too much onto to genie for wealth and whatever?
We cannot say Muslims are humble. They are false. They have fake humility. That is fake humility. If you want to know a Muslim is not humble, you go and speak a bad word against Muhammad. Try.
Okay.
You've seen
humbleness
them
in the way that like they're not too much into material things. Like you've just told us.
Yeah.
They usually sit down.
They are taught. When you go through madras, you are taught. You are just like now. Women are just told to put on buibui, just like that, so that to avoid them having, okay, as much as Muslim, there are good things that actually we can learn from Muslims, yeah? They don't believe in exposure of your body for women, something like that. And they teach their women to live simple lives. From a small girl, you are taught about simple life, that you should be contented with the little thing that your husband is giving to you. Like them, they don't make hair. They just chanua and then they cover the buibui, and that is all. They don't use makeups. You see, because it is only a part of their face that will be seen. So why should I use makeup? The makeups are for people to see me. So, and I don't want people to see me. My husband has already seen me. So let me be simple. But in that buibui, kuna trouser. Usiwahi danganywa. When they reach home, anatoa hiyo buibui. Kuna miniskirt, kuna trouser, kuna makeups, kuna kila kitu. Sasa the husband anaona the true wife he married. But akitoka pale nje, he has to cover the beauty. So they have trouser. Hata ukiangalia tu mzuri wakitembea utaona trouser inaonekana huko chini. They put on trousers. So nobody should deceive you that that they are humble.
You just talked about the intestines, how they use the intestines of the dead bodies to cook, to prepare that pilau. How do they get those intestines? Because I believe Muslims are many. Iko mahali imetengenezwa tu pale kwa mosque penye kila mshirika anachukua, ama how do they get them?
You know, before they bury the dead, there is preparation. There is what we call maandalizi ya mazishi, the embalming. All right. So that one, it is even in the Bible. The embalming used to happen in the Bible, and if I may say that they just borrowed it from the Bible, because if you follow the Bible strictly, that thing used to be there, where they didn't bury people with their entails. All right. So before they bury this dead person, they have to. There is a way they get. There is a pipe they use actually. They put the pipe inside the mouth. It goes so deep into the intestines, and then they pump that entails using high pressured water. Then it comes through the other place. Sometimes it is the opposite side. They can put the opposite side, then it comes through the mouth. So when it comes out, so the cleanest one, that one they have to tap it for the rituals.
Then they share it with the members.
Not only members, everybody who is in the family, everybody who will come there to eat whatever, pilau, not only pilau, any other food, meat, what, they have to put it a little
Do you
while.
think they use it in the hotels too? Their hotels?
If you have ever gone there to eat pilau, of course you must have eaten this thing. Yeah, you must have eaten.
Yeah. And you've also touched on you being a Muslim. Maybe as we wrap up, you were there for how long?
I used to be there when I was too young. That is between age 3 to age 6.
And what made you leave the Muslim?
Of course, by age 7, a child is a Muslim, a staunch one, by age 7. So what made me leave is because of the problems I had through. My parents died, and I had to come out of my home area to go and live in other places. Became a street boy there. Then I tried to return back to Muslim, but I could not. Then I found myself now, I'm in the church like that. But before I left the place, I had known some of the things which are happening there. Because you are actually told you are a Muslim, you should not do this. This is how you should live. You should go to Madras to learn about Muhammad and God and Allah. Allah is one. God are not three like other people are worshipping 3 gods. God is one. His name is Allah, and Muhammad is his prophet. No any other prophet. Isa was also a prophet, but Isa is not as powerful as Muhammad. You see, they even believe that Isa was not crucified. They believe that he did not die. Yeah, and they read the scripture. They read the Bible. They try to prove to you that he was not crucified like that. Yeah.
I hear whenever you leave Muslim, most of your family members, your relatives wanakukataa and unakuwa, you are not part of that family. How did you manage to overcome all that?
Yes, that is true. You can even die. Once you leave Muslim, you are supposed to die. That is the law. And like me in my videos, my parents, my dad was killed because he left Muslim and they converted to Christianity. So they were killed actually, and leaving Muslim is almost impossible. Something that is impossible. So myself, because I was young, I left the place and I went to another town. I became a street boy. You know, Muslims, they don't bother, they don't care. Once you are a street boy, so they don't follow you. And I was in a new town, so they didn't know. Then I came to Christianity like that. But you are supposed to die if you come out of Islam. You are supposed to be killed and you're supposed to die.
Maybe
That
if you
is
won't
how
mind,
powerful it is.
if you can touch a little bit about the death of your father, since you've just mentioned it, that he was killed because he left Muslim. Okay, what happened exactly?
Yeah, that is what made me to forsake Muslim, and because they killed my dad, and I heard that, and it did not sit well with me because I really hated. How can you kill my father because he left Muslim, he converted to Christianity? It did not sit well with me, and even up to now, I will never be a Muslim in my life. I will die a Christian, not because they killed my dad, but I came to find out that they don't have love. Because why should you kill? You know, God is love. So why should you kill somebody because he has left your religion and he has gone to another religion? Why should you kill that person? Why can't you leave this person alone? So what I may say about the Muslim, like even right now as we talk, there is a place in Islam. If you try to leave Islam, you are taken there. It is actually something like a jail. So you are taken there for some times to be dealt with. And they deal with you ruthlessly. It's not something sweet. It is in Islam, I know that place, where they take the people who want to escape from Muslim. I have so many friends who have left Muslim and they are born again. And some of them even come to visit me. But they told me about what I'm talking about. It is in Islam there. It's like a jail, it's like a court. They actually practice Sharia law in that place. Although they won't kill you, what they do is that they put you there for a very long time. Like there are people who have been there for many years. Until you confirm that you will not convert again, they will release you after you have confirmed that I'm going to stay a Muslim until I die. So they will now release you. You are like in a jail. If you don't admit, you will stay there the rest of your life. And you don't just stay like that. They have a way of eliminating you. They know. They have a way of eliminating you. It is
So was your dad eliminated maybe through Majini?
My dad was
beaten up just like
thrown
that?
into a tavo, the man-eater, the lion. He was mauled by lions, my dad, to pieces. Yes, that is what happened to my dad.
And people are not allowed to report maybe?
So how will you report if somebody tells you let us go? You know, it was a long time ago. It is not recently. So if they tell you, come, let us go, and then like Cain, the way he told his brother, let us go and worship God. So they are the kind actually. Let us go and let us show you how to worship God. And then they threw him. Those days lions were there. You understand, the Tsavo forest, yeah? So he was actually torn by those lions. I've said that one in many videos. Yeah.
And your mother?
My mother died a natural death. She just died a natural death. She was sick, and I think it was a depression. We have been raised as orphans. Yeah. We have been raised as orphans. Yeah.
And now maybe what can you tell Christians, and what is your message to Muslims?
I don't hate Muslims. I don't hate Muslims. I will tell Muslims to, as much as they respect their religion and they are talking to us about Islam, they should not force us to become Muslims. And I would advise them that when they are doing madras, God is love. They should offer love to their children to choose. They should allow their children to choose the right from the wrong. If Christianity is wrong, let the children choose. If Muslim is wrong or right, let the children choose. Don't force children to do things against their will, because it is not good. To Christians, you should have also, there are good things that Muslims have. Like, Muslims are people who share freely, and there are people who stand with their own. Like, if somebody comes from Somalia today, she's a Muslim, and she is stranded, she will go to any Muslim house or any mosque, and she will be welcomed. But Christians, if somebody comes and they want to go to church anywhere, it becomes very hard, because even the churches are divided. So you even don't know where you will go. So Christians are divided. My message to the Christians is that they should be united, and they should avoid this free food that they are given to eat. They don't know what they are eating. That is my main message. If they can avoid the meat that they are being given by the Muslims and the pilau they are eating there, it will do them good. That is my message. Yes.
Wow, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate. Huo ni ujumbe mzito sana. To our audience, thank you so much for tuning in. This is Tales by Nelima. My good name is Edith Nelima.